At university hospitals, we celebrate each and every one of our staff members during Patient Experience Week for making a difference in the lives of our patients and their families every single day. We surprised random staff members with comments left for them by patients or family members who expressed extreme gratitude for exemplary care and filmed their reactions.
Tyler in the ER went above and beyond the call of duty. He was so very concerned about my health. He kept a very close eye on me. He was incredible. He got me stable and saved my life because he cared. That was really nice. I really appreciate it. I just want to do everything we can here at UH to show the people of the community that we love them. Thank you.
The receptionist made the best first impression. Wish I remembered her name. She was the one with the shells at her desk. She was so friendly and made me feel very welcome.
My primary nurse, Karen, was so wonderful, patient, kind, and caring. She was attentive from the moment I arrived, and when she started my IV, her technique was excellent. I never felt the stick. She was excellent, providing care to a very nervous patient.
Although all nurses, staff, doctors were wonderful, but one nurse named Bonnie, I don't know her last name, but they had found my sister dead in the house, and Bonnie took the time to comfort me and just listen to me above and beyond her duty.
Do you remember that patient? Or?
Yes, I do, because it was heartbreaking. It was heartbreaking, and I just lost my sister before that. So I know how she felt. And I know she needed the time for somebody to sit with her. Even though, you know, we of course are busy most of the time along with the doctors and all the other staff members, we still, you have to find the time for those that really need our assistance. And I just lost my sister to cancer in the fall. So I knew how she felt. And I was glad I was able to help her.
And the EVS staff, Linda was great. She spent extra time to provide support. She was always pleasant and kept everything clean, even cleaning extra for me. She was very kind, sweet, and thorough.
Ray. She always went above and beyond. She was encouraging. She made sure I was comfortable and had everything I needed. This hospital saved my life without a doubt. Aww.
I had a mammogram today with the technician, Teresa. I want you to know if you could copy 1,000 of her and place her all over the hospital, it would be very, very professional, kind, supportive, and caring. I want you to know that I appreciate her. The stars applaud her, God applauds her, and you can tell her so do I. Thank you so very much. So this was a patient that I had who had a very scary situation. She had had a mammogram and needed to come back for an ultrasound. So that's my job, you know, I just want to make her feel better about her test, and we ended up having a really good experience. So.
Diane, the nurse in the endo lab, was exceptional. So kind, caring, and professional. I was extremely frightened of the procedure and refused having it several times. I told her that she literally talked me out of jumping off a ledge. Without a doubt, I would have absolutely never had the procedure without her taking so much time with me, explaining everything several times. She is an outstanding nurse and very empathetic. Aw, that's very nice. I know exactly who this is. I'm privileged that my patients have the confidence in me to do these procedures because they are very challenging, and I just feel great when I can get them through it. They're very important for the doctors to help them, so thank you.
I was upset throughout the night. Jeffrey, administrative supervisor, was called to my room. He sat down, calmed me down, and explained everything to me. He was very professional and spent time with me, helped me to understand why I needed to wear my oxygen in a calming, comforting way. He was very helpful and caring. Jeffrey made a difference in my care, in a caring way. I remember this gentleman, and it was a tough night for him, and I remember this night, and yeah, I was glad I could help him.
All the nurses did a fantastic job. Veronica went out of her way to explain what I needed to do to survive COVID and COVID pneumonia. This is what gave me the driving force to get up out of bed every day. I remember exactly who this was. She took every little bit of advice that I gave her and got up out of bed at 6 o'clock in the morning when I got there that morning, and she would sit up in the chair all day, do every exercise that I tried to tell her to do. And she walked out of the hospital and I got to see her wheeled out, and she gave me the biggest hug when she left. And I've never felt better about anything in my whole life, because knowing that she made it out of something so tragic was absolutely amazing to me.
The nurse who took my blood was so incredibly thorough. She was super friendly, continued to ask if everything was okay. Asked about my personal life, thanked me for being a teacher. I don't know her name, but she is wonderful. She's a wonderful soul, and you are lucky to have her on your staff. And I do remember this patient because I always say thank you to my patient, but this young lady is an educator, and I just want to encourage her and just say thank you so much for all you do for our children, and I'm very much appreciative. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you, and I appreciate being here at Lake Health, which is university now. I just want to say thank you. I'm very much appreciative. Thank you.
The female that did my meals for me, she called daily on what meals I wanted. She was friendly, upbeat, and a joy to talk to. Food was good. All aspects of my stay was positive, especially with how crowded the hospital was and how busy. Wonderful job. This patient made me feel good that I impacted her stay while at the hospital, and I treat all my patients as though they were my family.
Dr. Lisa Vito is the exception when it comes to doctors. I've never had a doctor treat me so kindly, explain everything, and remember details about my kids and life. It feels like she's really interested in you as a person. I wish I would have had her when I had my kids, but I lived elsewhere. That's so touching. I feel like it's such an honor to, to treat patients and to be a part of their lives, and it's part of what drew me to go into medicine. So to feel like it's recognized really means the world.
My anxiety was spiraling out of control. I had a very rough couple months. My wife, as well as members of her family, swear by Patricia Kelly. I have never had a bad experience with her. I feel as though I could have not gotten better support or treatment from anyone else. And I would suggest treatment from her over anyone else I have seen in my lifetime. Her dedication and compassion to her patients is like no other. And I am so thankful I was able to see her in my time of need. I really do try. And I feel really blessed. I work in a great place, and it's not just me that provides care for these people, it's our whole office that is able to help us do this. And we're kind of like a big team. I really do try. I do care about my patients, and I think I work with great people to help me provide good care. And I'm very honored, especially when I feel like sometimes gets a little overwhelming sometimes. So these kind of things and experiences help you get through the day and continue doing what you do. I'm glad I was there for them. I hope I'll always be there when they need it. But I really, truly, you can't do it by yourself. I have a great work team that allows me to spend time with patients when they need it, and if I'm late with one, they always make sure that the other patient waiting is not upset. And tell whoever wrote this, I'm very, very thankful.
All of your hospital staff were excellent. but have to single. But one of your night nurses, Andrea PCA from Romania, was outstanding in her care and involvement with me. She made me want to get well again. Okay. Instead of talking, I would like just to feel how my heart is beating. I'm more than happy. No words can describe my feelings. I'm proud. I'm happy. I'm shaking. So, whew.
All right. You did great. A male nurse, I believe his name was Ronnie, very kind. My husband is mostly blind. Ronnie helped him out with urinal, TV, call system, and helped him feel comfortable. Very pleasant. My honest reaction is nursing is about compassion and loving people. I think it's easy to be a nurse that passes meds and does their job, but if you don't love people, then people don't love you back. That's what nursing is.
My nurse was AJ. She was better than super nurse. She was the kind, caring, helpful. She went above, way above my expectations. She is one dedicated nurse.
The Barrel Institute defines patient experience as the sum of all interactions shaped by an organization's culture that influence patient perceptions across the continuum of care. Thank you to all of our caregivers for all that you do to positively impact patient experience every day.